Hello dear student, I am Rajwant Singh and today I will explain the brief summary of lesson 2nd in English. One child, one teacher, one book and one pen. So my dear students, let's start. First of all, I want to tell you about the writer. This is an extract from Nobel Peace Prize winner Malala Yousafzai autobiography. I Am Malala, co written with Krishna Lamb. Malala talks about her home and life in Pakistan. She also talks about how far her and her family since they left their home and their country. By this extract, we know about all the events of Malala Yousafzai. She expresses everything that is done in her life and she further explains about her house. Our house feels big and empty. It sits behind an electric iron gate and it sometimes seems as if we are in what we in Pakistan call a sub jail. She explains that the house of her that situated in Pakistan, it seems like a sub jail, a kind of luxury house arrest. At the back, there is a large garden with lots of trees and green lawn for me and my brothers to play cricket on. And she says, there is a garden with lots of trees and a green lawn for me and my brothers to play cricket on. But there are no rooftops to play on, no children fighting with kites in the streets, no neighbors coming in to borrow a plate of rice or for us to ask for 3 tomatoes. We are just a wall's distance from the next house, but it feels miles away. And she says, we live there. There is a lot of houses, but they don't come to my house to lend something. It's mean tomatoes or rice, because this is my new house. And she further says, if I look out, I see my mother wandering around the garden, her head covered by a shawl, feeding the birds. And she explains about her mother, that her mother is wandering around the garden and she had covered her head by a shawl and she is feeding the birds. She looks as if she is singing. Maybe that topper she likes. Don't kill doves in the garden. You kill one and the others won't come. She is giving the birds the remains of our dinner from night before and there are tears in her eyes. We eat much the same here as we did back home, rice and meat for lunch and dinner. She says that her mother gives the feed to the birds that is left in the night, and before there are tears in her eyes, you can say she weeps We eat much the same here as we did back home, rice and meat for lunch and dinner, while breakfast is fried eggs, chapatis, and sometimes also honey. A tradition started by my little brother Atal, though his favorite Birmingham discovery is Nutella sandwiches. He likes Nutella sandwiches, but there are always leftovers. And she says that my brother always leftovers some sandwiches, and this is very sad for my mother. My mother is sad about the waste of food because she know how we can eat and what is the valuation of food. I know she is remembering all the children we fed in our house so they would not go to school on empty stomachs and wondering how they are faring now. When I came home from school in Mingora, I never found my house without people in it. Now I can't believe that. And she says, when I came home from school, I never found my house without people in it. She describes in the house that is situated in Pakistan, but here she was new, and here no one comes to meet her. And the next, further she says, I used to plead for a day of peace and some privacy to do my schoolwork. Here the only sound is the of the words and Khushal sex box. I sit alone in my room doing a jigsaw puzzle and long for guests. And she says, I always sit alone in my room doing a jigsaw puzzle. And further, she says, we didn't have much money, and my parents knew what it was like to be hungry. My mother never turned anyone away. She says about the importance of food. She know what is the valuation to be hungry. So her mother never turned anyone away. Once, and she says further, once a poor woman came to her house. She was hot, hungry, and thirsty. To our door, my mother let her in and gave her food, and the woman was so happy. I touched every door in the masala, and this was the only one open. She said, may God always keep. And she says that I know my mother is lonely. She was very sociable. All the women of the neighborhood used to gather in the afternoons on our back porch, and women who worked in other houses, she also came to rest there. It's hard for her here as she doesn't speak any English. She says, the ladies that come to my house, they don't know about English. They don't know how to speak English. So, my mother has to speak in their language so that they can understand. He has a car and takes her shopping. And she says, कि my mother uh, has not gone to buy some things because she was alone. And She can't talk to her friends and neighbors about what she bought. A door bangs in the house and my mother jumps. She jumps these days at the slightest noise. Often she cries, then hugs me. Malala is alive. Sometimes it seems I am the youngest child. I know my father cries too, and she says, I know my father. He is also crying when I push my hair to the side and he sees the scar on my head. And he cries when he wakes from an afternoon nap to hear his children's voice in the garden. I think he realizes with relief that one of them is still mine and she is also alive. I was taught that he pushed me to speak up like a tennis dad trying to create a championship as if I don't have my own mind. And the school he built up from nothing, which now has three-story buildings with 1100 pupils and 70 teachers. You can say the school is on the growth. I know he felt proud of what he had created. A poor boy from that narrow village between the black and white mountains can take study there. And further, he says, it's as if you planted a tree and nurtured it. You have the right to sit in its shade. If you have planted a tree, then this is your right to take the every benefit of this. But if you don't do this, then you are not eligible for this. And she says, we talk about home and try to remember things, we miss everything. And she says that we live here, but also we we miss everything that is done in our life. My father also spends much of his going to conferences on education, and when he went to France to collect an award for me, he told the audience, part of the world, most people are known by their sons, but I am one of the few fathers that known by his daughter, and this is the all. And so I have fought for the education of women. So, my dear students, that's all for today, and we will meet in the next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.